Now, I've been watching Graham Stephan for a little while now, and one thing that anyone that watches his videos will tell you is one thing he's notoriously famous for is his 20-cent iced coffee. Now, it made me really interested as to how I could, you know, drink cheaper coffee because I love to drink coffee. So, I decided to consider what I'm spending money on in order to get coffee. So, I actually found a way to effectively beat Graham Stephan's 20-cent iced coffee. So, here it is. Also, as a disclaimer, while I'm recording, I do not hate Graham Stephan whatsoever. I'm actually a massive fan of his videos. I find it extremely entertaining. I'm going to leave a link down to his main channel, his second channel, and his other social profiles down below. So be sure to give him a follow, subscribe, watch his videos. They are very entertaining, they're very informative, and I think you'll get a lot of value from them, Pat. I think it's just really interesting to watch, especially his second channel where he reacts to a bunch of other people. It's just really funny reactions. I enjoy watching it at least. But anyway, let's get into how I beat Graham Stephan's 20-cent iced coffee. So in Graham's video, if you haven't watched it already, I'll leave a link down below so you can watch it. What he did was he got a coffee machine called Mr. Coffee. He filled the water reservoir and then he put his coffee beans and then obviously he made his coffee. Now, he didn't account for his machine costs, so neither will I, but to make our coffee, we're going to be using this bad boy. And now this thing cost me about £35 like 2 years ago on a Black Friday sale. No idea how much it is now. I can't imagine it would be that much more expensive than it is now. But yeah, that's what we're going to be using to make our coffee. But before we do that, we need to fill up the reservoir of water. Now this thing is what we'll be putting all our water in. All the coffee really takes is this and, well, a coffee pod. That's honestly all that is. Okay, so now we've filled up the water, and I tend to fill it up all the way just so that I don't have to do it later. And this normally lasts me about 2 or 3 cups. So yeah, let's equip this back on and we're all good to go. Now, as you guessed, the next step would be to add, well, the coffee pod. Now, thankfully, I'm on my last one, so great timing for this video. And I'll just obviously buy another box. And obviously at the end of this video, I'm going to be running through the actual total cost for all of this. So now what we need to do is just lift this up, get this pod shaped thingy, this holder, whatever you want to call it, put the pod in there, and boom. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Now we have to turn it on. That's what she said. Now we have to wait for this orange thing. Now this normally takes a few minutes, but wait, we forgot one very important thing. So the important thing is, where's the coffee going to go to? So in order to do that, we need to have there we go. Now we've got something to put the coffee in. Now for this cup, you can use really any kind of cup, it doesn't really matter. I chose this cup because it just makes it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, and it looks kind of similar to this, just a little bit more like narrowed down, I guess. But besides that, it looks pretty good. You can use any mug, just makes it look better. I got this on eBay for I got like 3 of these. I got 6 of these in total, but it came in a pack of 3 and it was like £6 or something. Personally, I think it's worth it. It just looks really nice. Just makes the coffee a little bit nicer, I guess you could say. So now we put this in and the magic begins. Also, drop a like if you like my Christmas tree in the background. This is taking way too long. Let's speed it up. I will say about just a little bit more, just so it's just a bit above. And now, obviously, we need to put this on a coaster and boom! Look at that. That is impeccable. What a good cup of coffee. Also, don't forget to turn that off. Gotta save electricity. And there you have it. One nice cup of coffee. Awesome. So there you have it. This is how I make my awesome coffee. And well, normally I used to add like 1 or 2 cups of not cups. God damn, that would be painful. 1 or 2 teaspoons of sugar. But now I've recently started to drink coffee without my coffee without sugar. Except for like instant coffee that I have to have sugar with. It just tastes god awful. But this tastes really good without sugar, to be honest. That's awesome. So now let's start breaking down the cost of this. So in Graham's video, he makes his own coffee with beans and like the machine and stuff, which he filters in. And now if his total cost is 20 cents because he adds a little bit of extra, you could add more of this and it would work out better. The only reason this isn't like there isn't more coffee here is because the cup is tiny. Whereas if you got like a taller cup, it would fill that cup. And so the total cost, so it costs about so I tend to go and buy a box of those pods. So there's 16 in a box. So there's 16 cups of coffee in that one box effectively. Each pod being 1 cup of coffee. So here's how it works out. So I normally at like high-end retail stores, they tend to charge about £4 per box. However, I don't go there for my coffee. I tend to buy from other shops, and it normally costs me about £3 per box, which is pretty good for this kind at least. So obviously it will vary if you have the other flavors, like other versions, so like lattes, cappuccinos, whatever, because there's only 8, because you have to have a milk pod and a normal coffee pod. But I'm going with this one anyway, because, well, it's the only one that actually beats Graham's Graham's price. So the cost is £3 per box. There's 16 pods per box. 3 divided by 16, you get 0.1875, which is 18 pence, 18.8p roughly per cup of coffee. So now you're probably wondering that, wait, isn't yours in pounds and his in dollars? How is that fair? So let's convert it. So when we convert it at the current rate of 1.3, so I need to multiply 0.1875 times that by 1.3. That gives me 24 cents. Sorry, so 24 cents. But now wait,
that's not cheap, but that's more expensive.
Think about this. How much more effort do you have to put in, and how many more things do you have to get with Graham's 20-cent iced coffee? You have to get creamer. You have to wait for a long while for the coffee to cool down. With this machine, you could just flip the switch the other side, and it gives you cold coffee if you want that. I prefer warm coffee because obviously in England it's freezing cold, whereas in Los Angeles it's warm, so it makes sense for him to drink iced coffee instead of normal hot coffee. There's more time he has to take. There is just a lot more effort overall to actually have a cup of coffee. And for me, it's not that hard. I just have to get a pod, put it in the machine, and just drink. That's it. That's literally it. So if you are, I'm pretty sure if you could spend an extra 4 cents, I know it's a big ask, it's a massive ask, to pay an extra 4 cents to save your time, then you have this. Also, I probably don't have to say this, but I'm going to anyway. This video is obviously not sponsored by Nescafe. I just use their product. That's really it. Because obviously, I mean, who would sponsor someone with 50 subscribers? It doesn't take... it. Yeah. But anyway, this video is not sponsored by Nescafe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. It obviously does help the channel out massively. Subscribe if you're new. I want to try to hit 50 subscribers before the end of the year. We're really close. I mean, we're on 46, so just 4 more. That's pretty close. Let's do it. Obviously, leave a comment for any feedback. I do respond to all comments. I do respond to all feedback. I appreciate it massively. And yeah, share the video, and maybe we can get Graham Stephan to react to this on his second channel. But yeah, don't worry, don't take this too seriously, this was just for fun. This was just a joke. Just had the idea. It's like, let's just try it out, and I found it fun to make this video, at least anyway. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, you got a little bit of entertainment out of it. Obviously, destroy the like button, subscribe, comment, and share the video. Until next time, peace.